Welcome back, guys, to my channel. Thank you for revisiting the channel. This is King Tech Hub. I'm grateful for the support you've been giving me so far. And today I want us to look at the iPhone 12. This iPhone 12 was launched by Apple in 2020 in October. It has a weight of 164 grams with 7.4 millimeters thickness. It's also endowed with a glass front and then a glass back and then an aluminum frame. It's IP68 dust and water resistant up to 6 meters for 30 minutes. This phone has a chipset, the A14 Bionic chip with the 5 nanometers and then running an Apple GPU with the 4-core graphics. It comes in 64 GB and then 128 GB and then 256 GB. And it's also running the 4 GB RAM on this phone. So approximately we can say that this phone it's quite better than the iPhone 11 that was produced. And this is the body. You can see the charging slot there with the microphone and then the side for SIM. It supports eSIM also. Coming from those round edges, I feel like this squared edges has a better grip when you hold the phone in your hands. And I feel like anytime it's in your pocket and you want to reach out to your phone, it is easy to bring it out because of the squared edges. And this screen is rocking 6.1 inches and then it also has 60 Hz. It's a Super Retina XDR display with HDR and then Dolby Vision also, and it is having about 1200 nits of brightness. The camera positioning is the same with the iPhone 11, and then all the things you can see is also the same. The only difference you can tell here is the bringing back of the form of the iPhone 4S and the 5S, the design, bringing it back into this one. It looks quite renovative, and then they've done a lot of upgrade, but it's very nice to hold this phone. It has a 12 megapixel camera in front and then at the back also with the wide and then the ultra wide. And then you can see in pictures, this is me taking a video and then a picture which you'll be seeing very soon, how the video and the picture quality looks like outside. And then I'll show you some pictures also showing you how it looks like when you take a photo in the night, and then also with flashlight and without flashlight, which is the low light mode. So ultimately we can say the camera is not bad. I will literally say I love the design on this phone, the camera, and then the build quality. This is the picture I took from the back camera, and then also I'll show you this video. It's quite a beautiful video to have. You know, this phone, the camera quality, you will not even notice the difference, and I love it because it brings out the true colors. It brings out the pictures in their real, the way they actually look like. And then most of the things you see about this phone is like they look similar to the iPhone 11, but actually it's been upgraded. The size, this is a video I took actually in a train. I was just on the train and decided to take this video. And then this is also a picture showing you a picture in low light, and then with one with flashlight and the other without flashlight. Ultimately, if you should ask me my personal opinion, I really love this phone. It's like the grip on the phone with the flat edges, which is the squared edges, is making the phone, let's say, a drop reduction something. It's like it's hardly will it fall, or hardly will it come out of your hand to like crash on the floor. But also it's been provided with a ceramic glass shield in front, which also protects the phone better than the previous version. And you can see how smooth it runs. It runs actually smoothly in my hands with the 4 GB RAM and then the chipset in it. It's quite a great phone. If you've used it before, you will love it. And I know many of us, sometimes we want high-end or high-spec phones, but getting this phone in 2023 as at this time, it's also running the iOS 17 smoothly, even the new version, the 17.02. It's a great phone. That's most of the people will say old is gold, but I say, man, this phone is really holding it, and I really love it. I would recommend it to you if you're thinking, or you're on a budget and you're thinking you would like to get a new phone or something. I recommend you can still have this phone and use it. It's quite great to use. Many of the covers that came with that are supposed to fix on this phone fits quite well. Some of the iPhone 11 covers also can fix on this one. The difference is the squared edges cannot fit. So inversely, cases you can use on this iPhone 12 can rather fit on the iPhone 11, which makes it from far look deceptive as if it's an iPhone 12, but it's actually an iPhone 11. So check out some of the cases in the market. You will see, and then you will be able to understand what I'm saying. So far so good. This phone is quite doing its best, and I want you to talk about this channel to your friends, your family. Share my video, the YouTube channel to other people, and then join here and then help me to promote this channel. I would love you to come back to this channel to keep on watching my videos, and then I will also put in much effort to creating more videos for you to also enjoy whilst you know your tech better. Yes, the MagSafe. Now let's talk about the MagSafe charger. You know, this phone can also be charged with a wireless charger, and Apple actually designed the MagSafe charger for this phone. In particular, it's magnetic. When you stick it to the back of the phone, it doesn't easily remove unless you pull it off the back. So you see, most of the cases have been designed with the magnetic design at the back so that it can hold the MagSafe to the back of this phone. So that was the gameplay. The gaming on this phone is very smooth. You can play virtually any other game, and I even think like even most of the recent games can still be played on it. So this phone has a battery of 2815 milliamperes. It's non-removable, and it can actually work according to what you are doing, or it depends on the user. About 10 hours it can still be working. On my battery, you can see my battery using some parts I have like 6 hours, others I have 40 minutes, depending on what I'm doing. At times I have like 14 hours of screen time, and then from the first charge, which is 100%, I will have to charge it again. So virtually I would say this phone is a great phone, and then anyone who is considering to buy an iPhone 12 in these times, I think you can still buy if you're on a budget. It comes in different colors like the black, we have the white, and then the red, the green, and then the blue, and then we have the purple also. So you can choose with anyone you would like according to your color. And then the cases you buy, if you buy the Apple silicone cases with the MagSafe charging, as I was talking about, once you put the charger behind the case on the phone, it brings the color of the case in, like, it charges with the color of the case, and it's just beautiful. So folks, thank you for coming to my channel. I am grateful for the support.